Multimodal 2026. You join us at the Birmingham NEC on a slightly overcast day, and I'm here with Phil Rowe, who's the president of Logistics UK, and we're getting ready to talk about all things logistics. I mean, first off, this isn't your first time at this show, I imagine.
No, far from it. I was trying to think back earlier on, Emma. It must be a dozen years or more, but it is a great show, isn't it? It really brings the industry together. All sorts of different services, buyers, a lot of buyers come to this show. And I think certainly over the last 2 or 3 years, it's gone from strength to strength. And of course, we at Logistics UK sponsor the show, working with Robert and his team.
And I believe you're doing some speaking and announcements whilst
yes,
you're
here? Yeah, we've got 3 or 4 things that we're doing. So we're launching our logistics report this morning. Later on, I'm launching our skills report, which is quite interesting timing for that. Session with the military tomorrow, and I'm also speaking in collaboration with a number of other trade associations as well on things like sustainability.
So an opportunity to join the debate with other people.
Yeah, very much so, and to actually bring the debate together, because so many organisations, we've got so much in common, particularly with trade associations, that working together is an increasing feature.
So we probably need to start talking about logistics itself.
Yeah.
But what would you say are the main themes, the main challenges and opportunities in logistics at the moment?
Well, I think it's twofold really. First of all, there are a lot of short-term pressures that are driven by increases in costs that have been pushed towards the industry and a flat economy.
Yeah.
And that's making operating circumstances really tough for the sector. Buyers probably have the whip hand over sellers, I think, at the minute. And at the same time, there's a whole series of long-term, really sector-changing pressures that are here. Decarbonisation, skills, and bringing enough people into the industry, and also an emerging need to support the country with the military as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on at the minute, a lot of pressures.
Not to mention the continually changing geopolitical landscape, which we have to be reactive to.
Do you know, there's been so much change in that area that it's a constant feature, isn't it? And it looks like it's going to stay as a constant feature. I think those perhaps halcyon days may have gone. The sector's always been brilliant at adapting to circumstances. You know, we're a sector full of problem solvers, and so I think we react well in those circumstances. And it's a good job, really, isn't it, with all these pressures coming at us?
Yeah. I mean, you said it's a sector full of people who are able to troubleshoot and make decisions, but we're also facing a skills shortage. So how do we encourage people to join?
Yeah, I mean, a big part of helping people to join the industry is to make people aware of the fantastic careers that exist in the industry, and that's why we launched Generation Logistics 4 years ago.
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, by all means. So it's a campaign with about 40 sponsors to explain the opportunities with the industry, to get more people interested, and also to help schools and colleges know the careers, the logistics industry.
Because we were talking earlier, that's one of the issues really, is that the kids at school don't ever get to hear about logistics.
Yeah. When we started, you know, Emma, 4 years ago, we did a survey of careers officers in schools. 0% had any materials or knew anything about logistics. We did the same survey earlier on this year, and we've moved that to 60% of schools. We give them free career guides. We give them lessons that are themed around logistics for maths, for geography and for IT. And so what we're seeing is a pickup of people that are interested. What we now need is a better economy, so there's more roles.
I mean, I think we missed a beat as an industry after COVID because we were in the spotlight for a little while and somehow that seemed to go off the boil.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't stay in the spotlight forever.
No.
So it's a bit of a natural turn of events, really. But what we've got to do is to get young people speaking to young people. We had 200 young people in the House of Parliament last week telling their stories.
Right.
They don't want to listen to old people like me. They want to listen to people in their 20s about what's happened and what their experience of work has been. And about 40% of those stories are women talking about their roles. About 20% show more ethnic diversity
Right.
as well, because we need to balance up what's going on in the industry against society
Sure.
in general.
And people need to be able to see themselves
Yes.
in order to want to join. So you're absolutely right. I'm sure that young people, encouraging young people.
And those stories, those a week in the life of,
Yes.
the stories, whether it's Asda, whether it's Siva, whether it's Nestle, whether it's a load of people who are here actually, a lot of sponsors are here, Malcolm's, DHL, etc. They're the bits that people like the most.
Because it is the hidden industry that makes everything work. And I
Yeah.
think once you get people a little bit interested, they understand the diversity, they understand all the different opportunities there are, then you
Yeah,
can
I
get
mean,
them
we,
hooked.
we always say nothing moves without logistics.
Right.
And that's, it can be seen as a blasé statement, but it's absolutely true. But what we find, what we try and encourage, and we do a lot of this through social media, is curiosity.
Yes.
Ask a question. And so we've simplified the language to make it easier for young people to
I mean,
understand.
the language thing is a problem, all the acronyms, etc.,
absolutely.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially in air cargo, that can get really
Yeah,
confusing
no,
very
we
quickly.
all love our acronyms, don't we? It's
Yeah.
a defence mechanism of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's interesting about the training. Have you got any other initiatives that you're involved with at the moment? I think you mentioned the military.
Yes, so we just at the turn of the year, we were asked by the Chief of Defence Logistics and Support, Admiral Andy Kite, Vice Admiral Andy Kite, give him his full title, to co-chair a project with the military to help the military by bringing private sector logistics businesses to work with them in collaboration.
Okay.
So we had our launch session a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
We've got a couple of sessions actually here, one today, one tomorrow, where we're really bringing together, and this is where your acronyms really explode actually,
yeah.
You get military acronyms
Yeah.
and logistics acronyms coming at you. But it's all about how will the country work as we head towards military exercises or God forbid, towards any kind of conflict.
Because they've had their stuff shrunk, really, haven't they, over the years?
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing all the debate about this. It's
Right.
very vogue in Parliament at the moment, but there has to be a turnaround.
Yeah.
You know, the defence infrastructure has been reduced for the peace dividend,
Yeah.
and now we need to be able to add capacity quickly and in a trusted manner. I think we have learned from COVID in that regard, that though you can't build that trust in an emergency,
Right.
you need to spend time together. And so at Logistics UK, we're bringing our members and our experience to that programme as we go forward. Yeah, but really good start so
So
far.
learning from each other, basically,
Yeah.
moving forward. Anything
Yes.
else that you want to share with us?
I guess the skills report is.
Okay, what's that about?
So this is really our annual review of skills, not just in terms of quantum, but also in trends and tendencies going forward. And we launched that today. What we're seeing is perhaps less of an immediate shortage in a lot of areas. There is still some, but what we're seeing, particularly I think out of the changes with the apprenticeship system, is now an issue about how do we upskill people? How do we, because
Right.
there was a lot of use of apprenticeships to do that. A number of those have been taken away.
Yeah.
So we think the challenge is going to be how do we generate those next set management sets as well as driver sets. You know, the average age of a warehouse manager in the UK is 47,
Wow.
which is, drivers are 48.
Goodness.
So we've got to not just bring people in, as we talked about, we've also got to develop and upskill them while they're with us.
Okay. Well, it's been an interesting conversation. Would you like to leave us with a thought about the shape of logistics over the next 12 months?
Yes, by all means. I think we will continue to be under that short-term cost pressure. The cost of employment has gone up, business rates has gone up. So I think things will be tight. I hope that we will see a recovery in the economy, possibly if some of those conflicts you were talking about get through. But I think what we'll continue to see is really committed problem solvers,
Yeah.
working hard with their customers, figuring out where to go next, figuring out how to do more and more experiment with decarbonisation, bringing young people and developing them within our organisations.
It sounds exciting.
Yeah, the future's good.
There you go. Thank you very much. It's
Thanks,
been a
Emma.
pleasure.
Take care.